Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Riddick with a carry. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Easy. 31's the mic. I don't even know why this team's showing.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man from Brenham, Texas, which is located halfway between Houston and Austin. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. The completion to Riddick. Past the 20.
Ready? Block 80! 57, come on! Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. 44. Check Mike 57. I'm coming.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Go that bench release and go. 57 for Mike. 57. Hey, Alpha. Target. 57. Mike, 57. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Let's go. Touchdown.
Deshaun Hamilton. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check 31, check 31. Watch out. Keep it skinny.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. There he goes left side, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field on an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. Touchdown, LA! Austin Eckler, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man here is Hamilton. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Complete to Deshaun Hamilton.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Set! 230. Lock 49. Silver alert, silver alert. Shoot. Alert, alert. 77.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. He finds Riddick, complete. Call it a gain of 3, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Roethlisberger will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now Roethlisberger. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
17 yards. First down, Denver.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Black 20.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Watch the whip. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Now Riddick trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Watch the pass. Alert. 49's the mark. Hey, I-7. Black, what's up?
Here's Roethlisberger. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Roethlisberger now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Hey. 49, guys. Smooth. Hey, we heavy on the edges. Black, what's up? Mike's 49. Double bump. Hey, watch the bump. Hey, watch it.
Now Roethlisberger. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
A gain of 14. And the Broncos first down.
Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive.
49 to Mike, watch 49. Easy. 50. Kill. Hey, Delta.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. On the ground, it's Reddick. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Set! Block 80! I got him! 50. Mike's 4-2. Hey, Steve 6. Mike's 42.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He completes this to Sutton. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Now McManus for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Broncos 23, Chargers 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he's got some space here. And he takes this in the red zone all the way inside Denver's 15. A big play there by Gordon. Give him 58 yards on the ground.
The Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Rivers hands off to Eckler. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. Okay, CD, second quarter, look at their deficit and where they're at on the field. They're going for this, right?
I think that they are, because down at this point, they've just made that big move. Ride the momentum wave while you can. I know people think, hey, you've got to get some points here. Hey, you're riding it big time. Go get it done.
45's the mark. Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. Showing it.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably split.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are able to cut into that lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Riddick. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
That! 230. 57. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This one from 48 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The pass there complete to Sutton. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. Roethlisberger now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day.
Roethlisberger got a man open. It's Sutton, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
At the Chargers' 49-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, wahoo! Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared.
Ben to throw again. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Start! Like 80! Mike, 49. Oh, you got deep? Quarter!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Lindsey. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
He's checking. Kill.
Another run by Lindsey. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Here we go.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Double tight. Double tight. 4 down. 4 down. What is that? 31's the mic. And we'll put back the turn.
On first and 10, it's Lindsey. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go, baby. Hey, check 24. Check 24. What is that? 31's the mic. All day, punk. Take both of them. Black, what's that?
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Get on the 50. Easy, easy. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 31's the mic. Bravo. 31's the mic.
Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third.
Check. 49, check 49, check 49. Tight dog. Check your hot read.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Here we go. Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 31, Rivers, Hunter Henry brings it in. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Going deep here for Allen. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play.
14.
The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever. Off the play fake here, Rivers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Walker able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
He's not going to get me.
The Chargers go here. It's Rivers going up top. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On first down, it's Lindsey. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Alert, alert. 49, guys. Mike.
On second down and 4, Roethlisberger, the completion to Riddick. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. On third and 1, it's Roethlisberger toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these...
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
34's a Mike. 34's a Mike. He's coming. Hey, box drop. Box drop. Here we go. Here we go. Red Delta. Mike 34.
Another try after the first down sack. Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Hey, Zoo. Mark 38. Mark 38.
third and long for Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos push further out in front. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Chargers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is third and 11.
Tight end's right. Hey, go orange. Orange. Come on.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. Rivers on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Pick it up. Go.
On second down, Rivers again. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And now offensively it's third and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brings up fourth down.
Load it. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike. Q. Check 45.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Watch the screen.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. They go back to Gordon here on first down. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Gordon. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw here. Rivers. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up any.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Now Charger kicker Mike Badgley on 4th down, coming out to try the field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
Chargers 7.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.